Some viewers overnight say that every time I come on camera, their dogs run to the camera to see me. That's something with my voice attracts them to the camera. I don't know. Maybe it's the purple shirt and the dark coloring is like, oh, delicious. Yeah. When is he being served for lunch? I'm ready to eat. Of course, every time Nancy Pelosi comes on camera, they run the other way. They're like, where's the mouthwash? Give it to me right away. Hey, good evening and good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons LALATE. Hope you're good and safe. This is a big day for stimulus with so many big developments across the board. I hope you're staying with me. This is part of Afternoons LALATE, starting with a check, then hazard pay, then FPUC, and unemployment, and then finally rent. I'm doing EIDL, of course, on this video as well. This is a big day, not only because we turned to 250,000 subscribers, but also because there's so many big developments. Go to the French channel, hit the subscribe button, and hit the alert as well, so you get an alert when a new video goes live, and drop your comments below. We may be answering them in tomorrow's recording. Also like this video so that the video appears higher in the rankings. You've been doing a great job of about 15,000 likes per video. Big exciting news about rent, about stimulus, about EIDL, and all that this afternoon in a programming block that's 3.5 hours long every day on LALATE. Let me get to the incredible details. Rent. And when we talk about rent grants, we would talk about these grants for rent that would give money to you, and that money would go to landlords. So if you're a landlord watching this video, this is also important for you as well. Or money to you to help make your mortgage if you're a single home owner. Also great news for you. We had talked about these grants, weeks ago, and then the grants, lapse and they're gone. And we're like, okay, that was the March CARES Act 1 money. That was the money that CARES Act gave all this money to states to use it. And we just assumed, okay, it's gone, we have the hope that Temple of Doom gives us something. Oh no, really, really great news today, as this channel and that big scandal, which I started exposing on Saturday, reveals that there's $150 billion given to state and local cities and counties, and they've not used it predominantly under CARES Act 1 back in March. And now, what some of the counties and cities are doing is they're scrambling to spend it on rent grants for you. And so while I'm sitting here in September, early September, we're saying, hey, or middle September, I'm like, hey, there's some grants a few weeks ago, and there was some grants a month ago. Oh no, get ready for the grants coming. Get ready for the grants coming. They're going to be coming for stimulus checks. They're going to be coming for unemployment. They're going to be coming for rent. They could be coming for food. They're literally all over the place. Why? Because of a simple provision in this bill. It's use it or lose it. Cities and counties know that they have to use the money dedicated to them, or they lose it. It goes back to the federal government. Now, a lot of us have called for the repurposing, the grabbing the money by President Donald Trump by executive order, so it would send out stimulus checks and all this other stuff. But even if that doesn't happen, they're now spending the money on you. This is incredible, great news. So what you need to do is be on high alert of what's going on in your city, county, and state by constantly Googling them and saying, oh, are you spending money on us yet? Where's the rent grant program? Here's an example. Just today, City of Waco, Texas, announced they're doing a grant program for rent. Yeah, September 14th. It's like, okay, where you been all these last months? This is what's going on. They're scrambling to use the money. It will provide up to $2,400 for 3 months through money they got from CARES Act 1. This is money they got in the first stimulus package, the COVID-19 relief fund, and they're now sending out the money. There are other things that families need to focus on, and a place to live is not one of them. We'd like them to be focused on. So I think this program is a very beneficial, but it does not catch those individuals, because it does catch those individuals up on their rent, says Ranasha Huddle, the Housing Code Enforcement Director for the City of Waco. As long as you can explain a financial hardship, we'll be able to assist you. This is incredible. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. However, this is for income-based programs, so you have to be making 80% below the median income, and it depends on your family composition. I do understand some people who do not want to express that need. However, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. So far, 150 people have applied since being announced this morning, and there's no deadline. This is incredibly helpful. If you're a viewer of this channel, go into the community section. I have a link to this grant. What's important when you look at this is that, Waco, which is a small town, they have $350,000 dedicated for rent. What's so incredible is that this is a city that's now realizing we got to spend this money. So if you're sitting here today, there's a couple things you need to know about for rent. And yes, this is slightly duplicative of what's happening in the other videos because it's the same type of avenues for you to get money. One, you need to be on high alert about what your city, county, and state is doing for CARES Act 1 money. This $150 billion of money sitting around that they're not really dedicating for, they're going to start using it. And they're going to announce grant programs. So if you're looking for a grant program for rent, it's coming. It's coming. It has to come now because you got to spend it. Two, there are 3 bills, which I've been detailing extensively on this channel today, that are being introduced in the Congress. One, which is the most important for the problem solvers, a nonpartisan, massive bill for both the House and the Senate, from Republicans and Democrats, from the problem solvers, valued at $1.5 billion. You know when it's $1.5 billion, it has red aid in there. There's no question it doesn't have red aid in there. So this is incredible, great news. You need me on social media, sharing this video and tagging these people. I'm tweeting their handles all the time. Problem solvers. Blue Dogs have a bill. They're doing something as well. And then the New Age coalitions, all 3 of them are doing bills for you. So there's all this. Of course, we have all the confusion still about the eviction moratoriums. There's a CDC order. That gives you an eviction protection if you're a tenant or you are a single-family resident tenant as well, whether it's apartment or house. But you need to go into the description of this video and click the link to go to the description tab so that you see what you have to do. Don't just do nothing. Then the next thing for rent that you need to understand is there is local ordinances that are more restrictive. Cities, counties, and states can do, by executive order of President Donald Trump, can do something more restrictive than what his executive order did. So if your city or county is more restrictive or state, then you default to that program. Finally, mortgage forbearance. It's a little confusing, but the ones that are federally backed have a moratorium in place. The ones that are privately don't. Now, let's turn to EIDL. EIDL is still out there, and it's really important for you to apply for it. If you did not apply for it, you need to apply for it. What I'm going to tell you in this video, I haven't done this video in a while. I did a lot of this video several weeks ago, but I haven't done it for a while. What I need to tell you is this. Some of you don't realize there's sometimes 2 EIDL loans you can apply for. Yes. In the case of people who own a business, but also have a Schedule C activity in their life, you can get 2 EIDL loans. What does that mean? The example is a person who, for example, owns a business that is a LLC, and the LLC files a tax return, and the LLC has business income and business loss, and that LLC had an impact from COVID-19. That LLC may have applied for an EIDL loan and may have gotten the EIDL loan, but did you apply for one for your work as an Uber driver as well? You didn't, did you? Yeah. Your work as a Schedule C can go apply for an EIDL loan as well. How does that work? It's basically the first loan would be, the applicant would be the LLC with the EIN of the LLC, the tax return of the LLC, the gross revenue of the LLC, the cost of goods sold of the LLC. That would be the applicant. That's who would be paid. You need to have an LLC bank account set up to receive the funds. The LLC would sign the agreement. Very, very simple. The Schedule C one would be your name individually, your social security number, your personal bank account, your Schedule C line 1 gross revenue, your Schedule C line 2 cost of goods sold. And I've had viewers like this. So I had one viewer who had, I can't remember what the business was. I think it was like a printing business with its Schedule C, and he had 1 or 2 employees, apply for an EIDL loan, got the money. Then he's like, oh, I'm also an Uber Lyft driver. I'm like, well, how much money you make? And it was, I don't know, something like $10,000 a year gross rev. And then he had some costs, so that was the cost of goods sold. So he went and got an EIDL loan for that as well. They're totally separate. You're allowed to do it. Don't commingle the two funds. Don't make them as one. They're two separate entities. So go do it. I had a viewer in an earlier comment to this channel that said, my business is crumbling. I'm really struggling. My life savings and my employees are being laid off. I saw that and I'm like, have you gotten an EIDL loan? I said on camera. So if you're new to this channel or you're new to this video and you've never considered an EIDL loan, go get it. The website is sbasambethandrew.gov. Go on there, go look for EIDL, which stands for Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Go look for it. There's an application online. It's called the Streamline application. It's very simple. Watch my videos. I've done 900 something videos about how to do the application. Go through there, go apply, and go get yourself some EIDL. Next, consider PUA. If you were impacted and laid off as a sole practitioner, go get some PUA. What are you doing? Finally, Main Street Lending Program. The Federal Reserve's loan program. Yes, that's out there. A lot of viewers don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. It's a very big lending instrument. But all these things are generally good for you. The reason why EIDL is good for you is no interest or principal due for the first year, and it's a long-term loan. And if you don't need it after a while, just give it back. It's as simple as that. No early repayment penalty whatsoever. Coming up this afternoon, later this evening, is Evenings LALATE, starting at 6:30. We'll have more about that incredible scandal that's just brewing, and we're covering it in more in depth. Go to the French channel and hit the subscribe button. What an incredible day. 250,000 subscribers, just an honor. Thank you for the incredible journey we've been on. And then also like this video. It helps with the algorithm. Helps the video appear higher in the rankings. Coming up next is Evenings LALATE. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay focused, and stay LA for more.